How was that? See, we'll just bring the arms, vertical to the floor here, and we'll make fists, and then we're gonna spin one palm up towards the ceiling as the other rotates towards the floor. So we're kind of doing this contralateral movement here, and just kind of corkscrewing or dish-ragging the arms.
Dish-ragging the arms, I see.
Yeah. Again, kind of loosening fashion, this whole
Am I
muscular.
tightening my muscles? Am I?
We're tightening and then loosening.
So I'm almost feeling like I'm flexing a little bit.
Yes, that's exactly. And then we're flexing different muscles in a different way.
What should I be doing with my breathing here?
Would work inhale and then exhale on the movement. So we're gonna, again, connecting breath and movement.
It's amazing how we so quickly lose cognizance of our breath.
The connection to the breath is typically the first thing to go. And that's true of anything. If you're in a fighting situation, you know, everybody's got a great plan until they get hit.
Sure.
And then, you know, you're gasping or clamp down, the diaphragm, you know, clamps, and we all know what happens then.
Curtains.
Curtains, right. So,
What do you call this?
good move. I just call it dish ragging.
You call it dish ragging. So,
yeah.
any order to these different movements, techniques that we're looking at? Would you do one before the other?
I would say outer to inner, so I would say I would start with the hands like we did on the floor.
So we would start here, here, and then here.
Yeah, so we kind of want to, we want to use a wise progression. So this, with the fingers facing forward, it would be a more accessible movement, and then a little more challenging, and then certainly the most demanding position would be this with the fingers
dude, I kicked
spun
ass
in.
on that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. So that's
Kicked ass at yoga. That's a joke.
Yeah.
That's a joke. All right, I'm digging this. So one of the things I don't want people to forget about is the rest of their body while they're doing this. Like, as I was just doing this dish ragging you're talking about, I was feeling, and I'm just doing this backwards here, I was feeling like my knees were tensed up, and I don't know why, if it was because I felt a tinge of pain in this arm that's been bothering me. What should we be doing with the rest of our?
Okay, so the rest of the body then, typically if we're working the shoulders here, we want symmetry, I would say, in the rest of the body. So you're gonna stack your shoulders over your hips over your knees, and your knees over your ankles, which we've got here. Feet are parallel, and then as best we can, we wanna hold this position. So without gripping, without too much effort, but just in the interest of good structure. So then you can isolate more into the arms, and then if you run into any kind of impingement, then you're not gonna compensate for it, say in your hips or in your knees.
I see.
So sometimes we call that like a release valve or the escape hatch. So if something gets challenging in the body, then we want kind of a way out. Exactly, we dump the energy or the musculature, you know, in a different way.
Stress off.
Right, exactly.
Makes sense.
It's a good compensatory mechanism of the body, but not really helpful for what we're doing here. So yeah.
When we're trying to focus on a specific spot.
Yeah.
So in our Western culture, we put a ton of emphasis on good old-fashioned hard work, right? Pushing through pain and getting it done. The problem with that is we end up wearing out our bits and pieces. The reason we wanted to do some of these yoga videos for you, some of the stretching stuff, is we need to decompress all of that compression that we create in our body. So things like shooting, holding a pistol tightly, or things like combatives where you're boxing, or even just good old-fashioned weightlifting, you are building up tension in your joints. Yoga, which has been around for many thousands of years, relieves that tension. It loosens up your muscles, your tissues, relaxes your body, it makes you limber, and being limber makes you faster. These are all good things. So as you're watching this, I want you guys to keep an open mind. I want you to think about the end result is a better you, a more productive you, a healthier you. And that's the reason that we're doing this. It's not to be goofy or have fun. It's something that's gonna make you a better person. This is Mickey with CarryTrainer.com. Stay flexible.